Hello, my lovely people. How are you? How is everybody doing? How is everyone keeping? I hope you all well. And once again, welcome to my channel. I love and appreciate the fact that you've taken your time to come here. And yeah, it's good to have you all here wherever you're watching from, so thank you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, this is the first time you're coming here, please just take a second or so to click on the link below and subscribe to my channel, and hope we can learn from each other and grow each other from creating similar related content as we carry on. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm sitting. I've decided to set myself in a cozy place today because today I'm going to digress a little bit. I'm gonna delve into a topic that's a bit touchy. So yeah, I thought I might as well set myself up in a place as comfortable as possible, you know. So I know you might be thinking, what is she going to talk about today? Yeah. So I'm going to talk about something that I know a couple of people around me who've experienced, and something that I have also experienced. So just a disclaimer before I carry on. Me talking about this topic doesn't mean I'm a professional at it at all. It's just I want to share my experience and some of the things that I did that helped me navigate this while I was abroad. And the reason I'm talking about it is because obviously living abroad away from most of your family members can be quite isolating most of the times. So there are things that you might sometimes be dealing with that you might have to sort of just rewire yourself or figure out a way to deal with them away from home that might not be the normal coping strategies that you would have probably resolved into if you were back at home. So I'm going to talk about grief while abroad today, how to deal with the loss of a loved one, a family member, a friend. Yeah, and I'll just share what some of the things that I did. And again, like I said, it's not because I'm an expert. I just wanted to share this because somebody somewhere might probably be struggling, and I remember my time as well. I was trying to look for ways, and you know, sometimes it's just good to hear from somebody else who's experienced the same. It can be encouraging. I don't know, for someone somewhere. Yeah. So as just a brief story. So I lost my dad a couple of years after moving into the UK. I was still studying at the time. I think I was in the second year of my study, almost finishing. So yeah, it was quite a difficult time. But yeah, obviously the stress of having to go home within a short time space, the illness, and I had felt that at the time I wasn't able to, you know, I didn't have enough time. So it was quite a challenging moment for me, and I've dealt with it now. But then it's just, you know, it's something that again, time and time again, I've seen some of my friends having to navigate that, the guilt, you know, feeling like you haven't been able to go home, you haven't had enough time to, you know, say goodbye to your loved one. They were probably unwell. So it's just, I'll just share some of the things that some of the ways that helped me navigate that and prevented me from, you know, spiraling. Yeah. So again, I'll just get into it, and I hope, again, like I said, I'm not a therapist, but yeah, I'll just share some tips and hopefully it will be helpful to someone. So sending all the love out there, yeah, to whoever might be going through this, and I just hope that this will be helpful, and that you know, you'll find some comfort and some strength, and yeah, in whatever it is that you might be going through. And yeah, I hope that this might be helpful as well, and comforting. So I'll get onto it. I'll just give some of the tips and some of the things that I did, and I'll just say, for me, uh, having access to friends really helped. And that's why one of the things that I would really say, if you are going through a difficult time, especially something like a loss, please try not to isolate yourself. I know sometimes it can be a bit difficult trying to explain to people. I remember, especially because for me, I sometimes I like keeping a lot of things to myself, so it was quite a challenging process, just having to explain at work everything and the nitty gritties. And also at that time, because obviously I was on a visa, I was worried that and I don't know why. I was just worried that, oh, if I go home for a long time, it might impact on my visa, or, I might lose my job and stuff. All those types of anxieties that might also just add on to the already existent stress. And I also know, because last year I had a friend who was experiencing the same thing, and she had been quite worried as well. She was quite stressed. In fact, she was even she didn't even want to go home at the time, because she was worried that if she goes, then probably the company might it might affect her work permit. So had I known the things that I know now, then really I think I would have probably taken longer, just time to grieve and everything. But everything happens for a reason. So this is for somebody out there that, if this happens to you, you know your rights, and you know the right ways, and that you have the right to really take your time, grieve the loved one in your own space. And yeah, don't feel like you are under pressure, and just know that people are quite understanding. So yeah, seek a support network, reach out to people. You can always look for those online. You'll find you can probably look for people who've experienced the same thing, and just talk to somebody. It might be comforting, and it will help relieve you from the stress. Stay connected. I'm just grateful that there's technology now. So I think one of the ways in which you will definitely find comfort is speaking to people back at home. So that constant communication, especially during the whole period, even after coming back, just make sure you stay as connected as possible. It helps you combat any feelings of isolation. And yeah, just and also it helps you to, some people might be having feelings of shame, probably feeling like, oh no, they haven't taken enough time, or maybe feeling like probably people back at home might be judging you for making certain decisions, or maybe coming too quick. But yeah, I think again, talking to them might help you instead of withdrawing. That does help dealing with the stress. But again, like I said, everybody's different. We all process things differently. So also just be aware and mindful of that. And try to honor your cultural traditions in your own way, in your own capacity while you're abroad. Let's say, for instance, you've already come back, everything has happened, and you've had to come back faster than you would have. Then just try to, in your own way, just do whatever you would have done if you were at home. And please speak to your employer, your colleagues. Just explain to them exactly what the situation is like. Don't try to hide, because these people, they do understand, and there are processes at work that will help you with this. There's a process, you can apply for that, and to just give you time to be able to settle down and grieve properly, and until you're ready to come back to work. Yeah, and seek professional help again. Don't be too hard on yourself. I know sometimes we overlook how important therapy can be, or whichever help is out there for you to help you cope. you can just please reach out to them. I'll put up some links here. This doesn't mean like the best, but then it's just, you know, some recommendations that I've had before and something that might be helpful to someone, just to sort of prevent those feelings of loneliness, of isolation, and, you know, of regret. It might help you process that. Yeah. And the other thing that I'll say, try to get out as much as possible. Don't neglect yourself. Get out there, engage in activities as much as you can. And that's why it's quite important to talk to friends, talk to colleagues, you know, just so they're aware, and, you know, you can engage in a lot of activities as possible, because then that also does help you. And if you need to cry, please cry, let it out, don't hold yourself back, because yeah, if you need to let it out, please let it out. If maybe there is a way that you can keep a memory of that, like maybe through special days like the birthdays, anniversary, sometimes those can be quite difficult to get through. So whenever you're going through, whenever you're having to go through these periods, please again just stay in contact with your loved ones back at home, wherever you are abroad. Stay in touch, talk to people, and, you know, just share your feelings. Don't keep it all to don't just bottle up everything, because in the long run it's not really yeah, we all know what happens when you bottle up negative emotions. Try to get rid of the guilt. I say this because for me, that's one thing that I really did struggle to overcome. So try to get rid of the guilt of not being there, of what you could and couldn't have done. Sometimes there's some things that we don't really have control over, really. So try to be kind to yourself, give yourself that grace. And yeah, again, like I said, this is probably going to be a short video, and it's just to give someone grace out there. I hope this will help somebody out there. And be kind to yourself, look after yourself, and yeah, I'm sending all the love out there. So again, thank you for taking your time to watch my channel. Please subscribe, and yeah, see you next time. Sending all the love. Take care of yourself.